Welcome to Lost Without Japan, a travel podcast about the life-changing experiences of exploring Japan and those moments we would be lost without. For your listening pleasure, allow me to introduce your very own Kanko Guido, Michael.
Welcome to our 14th episode of Good Times, where we truly catch up with one another. All of us are here together for this special episode, Maurice, David, and I. So go ahead and pull up a bar stool and join David, Maurice, and myself in Good Times in Hiroshima. We may have a venue change, within Hiroshima for us to be meeting up at. So I'll make sure to get that to you. That way we're not lost on the interwebs as we do so. Good Times is since, has closed, but the actual physical location, we bring it on in spirit. But my buddy has a new place, and I'm like, why not, gentlemen, keep the name Good Times, but let's name the gentleman's bar. Let's put Messiah's bar up. Let's give some free advertising and get him some people coming in. This wonderful episode, Good Times, is part of our Lost Without Japan series available on all major podcasting services. And as we pull up this bar stool, we've been prepping for this show together. So much copious work. I was totally not just typing up notes prior to us hitting record. But we weren't eating before coming in. We weren't, trying to get some coffee in ourselves. No, we're professionals. So we were fully prepped. But before we really kick things off and get going, I just want to make sure to do a quick reminder of Maple Lopo's Japanese Verb Pro Masterclass. Ladies, gentlemen, artist friends, Japanese lover friends, whatever. Try that again. Before we kick things off, I just want to do a quick reminder that the Japanese Verb Maple Lopo Masterclass is the discount and all of that is available till December 31st, 2025. And it is a huge discount from $200 down to like $60. Take advantage, my friends. I was talking to my friends that are doing that. Like I said, they were on, we interviewed, we did some stuff, help support a family within Japan, provide money for them to purchase things for their child. Don't have this child go without going into this holiday season. By investing in yourself, you're also helping feed a child. So please click that link that is in the show notes, maplelopo.com/lost hyphen without hyphen Japan. Again, I'll put it all in there, but take advantage of that discount, help them out. I don't get anything from it except for the satisfaction of trying to help my friends. Thank you so much. Today's episode is brought by this not very well known drink. Let me get this. There we go. For those of you that don't know this company, it's not very well known. It's part of, Mountain Dew. You may not have heard of that yet. It's an up and coming company. It's for those of us that would like something sweet but can't actually have sugar. Going with the zero sugar Mountain Dew. I would try it for there, but let's really for what the people have come for. David, Maurice, while I take a drink of this refreshing beverage, why don't you two gentlemen say hi?
Come on, then. How's it going?
It's going great, gentlemen. Going great. I'm just glad. I was like, it's been since April that we've been able to sit down together, all three of us. So I appreciate both of you setting aside some time. And both of us just want to be Maurice, David, myself. We have a million things going on. I'm so thankful to have all of us there, but we want to be respectful of everyone that's here's time and get going. So if it's a little bit rushed, my friends, bear with us. Join that Patreon. Give us the thousands and have us have some more time together. We could all take a step back. Keep it going. But David, Maurice, I just want to let you know that I've been a great friend to you, but sometimes I'm not a great friend to others. I've had a friend in Japan, Rock, had his first child born, and I'm trying to send him money, right? And I just don't want to send money, so I have a Cubs shirt. And so I went to the post office today. It took weeks to get my money from the bank because their call was going to my spam for my phone. So they were calling me. I was never getting it because it was like, saying that it was like a telemarketer call. So it was just being funneled into me never getting it. So when I finally called and said, "Hey, what's going on?" They're like, "We've been trying to get rid of, ahead of you, like, reaching you for like weeks." And when I looked into my voicemail, sure enough, in that deleted voicemails, there were calls coming from them. So I went today. So I just want to let everybody out there know you cannot send money to Japan through priority mail. It has to be registered mail or some other method, but you cannot do it by priority. It is not allowed. I can't, this just like makes no sense to me. So I can't send it priority mail where I have tracking and I want it to get there in just a couple of days because they've waited long enough for me to get my gift to them. But I can send it the slower method, registered mail, and fill out my custom things, and suddenly it becomes okay. How that makes sense? I don't know, gentlemen. I just want to give him, oh, I want to give the child is like 10,000, yen, money, the $100, and a Cubs shirt. Why is this so hard? What do you gentlemen think?
Well, I believe, I think it's an inside job. Someone's trying to intercept the money. So, um, yeah, I don't know why. Seems like to be a pain in the ass
Yeah,
to get the money to them.
Whenever I was working on my last project and I was sending money to people ahead of time, so I signed up for Wise. Have you ever tried that?
I don't even know what it is, my friend.
Yeah, Wise is a platform similar to PayPal,
Okay.
but a lot of people in Japan don't have PayPal. It's not widely used there, but Wise apparently is, and it transfers money in seconds, and the fees are not much. For 10,000 yen, maybe the fee might have been like $2, if that. So just something to look into if this person or the people that you want to send money to also have it as well, because I've run into my fair share of issues where it's like trying to find a platform that Japanese people use that's also valid in America and vice versa. And Wise was the one that we landed on.
Okay.
And then just shipping stuff to Japan from the States.
$50. It's
Yeah,
like basically
takes
it's
too
like
long.
$58
Yep.
to have this, and it's like that's basically $58 is basically 10,000 yen, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You
it's
you
ridiculous. I think
you know?
I have a friend that though she's since returned to Belgium because that's where she's from, but she was living in Japan for a while, and one of the things that she lamented was that the cheese in Japan is not like Kraft macaroni and cheese or Velveeta or
Oh,
whatever.
I'm a connoisseur of 5 things, my friend. Don't you forget it. That when it's neon, you know it's organic.
Ultra processed. So Japan doesn't have that stuff. But if the weight of the packet of cheese product is heavy. And I remember I sent her a few boxes of that stuff, and to ship the box of Velveeta and gummy bears and stuff was $148, because
Yucks.
it was just ridiculous, and it took, like, 3 weeks.
You know,
So,
this is
care
why I
packages to
This is why
Japan.
that's why I like getting together with you gentlemen, man, because, like, now I'm just gonna reach out to Rock and be like, "Hey, I'm a horrible friend. It's taken this long. Do you have Wise? And if you
Yes.
do, can I just send you the money, and then the 10,000 yen is just gonna go into my travel wallet, and forget about it." You know what I mean? Like, or it's gonna go towards my son who doesn't listen to the episodes, so he won't know that I'm just taking money that was going to go to somebody else to give to him for Christmas. So hey, that's all good. So that's fabulous. I'm going to reach out to him. Maybe I can still mail that Cub shirt or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just so poorly planned. I meant to do so much, and life goes quick. And suddenly it was August that he's born, and it's slightly later than that.
Better late than
S
never.
so,
Right, he's still
yeah,
gonna appreciate it.
yeah, the kid's gonna have keys by the time this happens. So, thank you though. Thank you, gentlemen. I don't wanna keep on rambling on myself. David, Maurice, do you have anything, gentlemen, that you wanna share? Otherwise, I'm gonna start rabbit holing down digital movies about to release from Japan from a director, and I don't want to just take everyone's time for things. Besides David flexing on some sort of winning of games, matches, card games, whatever, or Maurice just flexing, his photography and creativeness. Gentlemen, go ahead. The people come for you.
Get out of here.
Three. What do you call not secondary, but what is three-ary? But yeah, go ahead, gentlemen.
All I've got is, I recently had a photo exhibit that just ended, I think a week ago, and it started, gosh, the beginning of October, I wanna say? I don't remember exactly, but it was a lot of fun, a really unique experience, and this one was it was a collaborative effort between myself and another artist. So it was stuff that I made in the States, and it was really interesting because, I'm there at the gallery and people are buying stuff, and I remember, someone came up to me and they're like, "Oh, you're the Japan guy, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, no," you know? And I said, "If you're talking about the Akiko show that was in March, yeah, that's me." They're like, "Oh, okay." And they're like look around the gallery and they're like, "Where's the Japan stuff?" And I said, "This exhibit isn't about Japan." They're like, "Oh, well, when is there gonna be more Japan stuff?" And I'm like, you know, geez, like, uh, it's cool that people resonate with that, It's really, really cool, but I don't wanna be known as a Japan guy because like, I wanna do other stuff, But
Yeah, definitely.
it
That'll be
it's
my mantle.
interesting
That's my
to
mantle, Maurice.
but it's interesting to listen to, like, the audience and people and how it was still on people's minds, something that I did over, like, 6 months ago. That was really cool, to hear about, and just how many people that you wouldn't expect that their interests lie in Japan, that there's something there for them that they cling to and they wanna see more of. So it's interesting, and I spoke with a good friend of mine and how, like